Your imagination's too crude to have a female alter ego.
Small A stick. Look for an exit from the giant dame's apartment.
You scurry into a mouse hole on the south wall. It looks like there's a fancy Santa over there. You don't have enough time to admire its beauty though.
It seems like that game code did nothing. What a waste of time.
Problem Sleuth, push buttons on the machine randomly.
Go back.
Problem Sleuth, grab the parachute and jump through the upside down window. Pickle Inspector, go through the weasel bust. Flip the bird to the elf bust on the way.
The occult bust weeps tears of blood. It appears to be some sort of lounge room, although it looks like the couch is missing. There are 3 face-shaped indentions on the wall at different heights.
Problem Sleuth, make a pit stop at the Sleazy brothel in the sky.
You missed landing on the brothel by a bit. You wave to the whores as you pass them by.
Pickle Inspector, functions, ogle, paper, table.
The table contains smutty material which makes you highly uncomfortable.
Use your tallness powers to press your face in the highest indentation.
The couch archetypifier is triggered by the interface afforded through your mighty tallness attribute. It settles upon a couch suitable to your profile. It's quite an elegant piece of furniture. It looks like your imagination could run wild with it.
The small man reappears from the hole with some lipstick.
Hysterical Dame, take the lipstick.
You cautiously appraise the cosmetic accessory. There is nothing unusual about it at all, and there is no reason whatsoever for your hysteria gauge to elevate.
Wield the lipstick in a calm, casual manner.
You start flipping out with the chainsaw. You saw the fancy Santa in half. There was a carousel key inside.
A stick, examine the wig.
Oh, it is a lustrous set of hair. You've always been pretty insecure about your own baldness, and maybe it's finally time you did something to boost your self-esteem. You take the Prussian cuirassier helmet. Yes. Oh, this looks fucking great.
Pickle Inspector, build a fort from the couch cushions. Drink some candy corn liquor.
The powerful liquor maxes out your imagination gauge. Your lithe frame can barely contain the raw power, causing you to feel mildly disconcerted.
Enter the fort.
You are possessed by violent imaginative noumena. You feel as if you can bend this entire continuum to your will. You can do anything. A loathsome beast approaches.
Problem Sleuth, land already.
It appears that the realm below is locked in an escalating conflict. These warring parties clearly need a diplomatic savior. You land in an enchanted palace. You bow before his majesty. The tale of his kingdom's sorrows plucks at your heartstrings. He has a royal appointment for you, which you cannot refuse.
A stick, look out the window.
You thought you saw something moving by your window. You take a look outside and notice an exceptional work of art. The mural seems to be a single tile in one of those really cool but somewhat dated photo mosaics. The mosaic appears to be printed on the opposing wall of a gigantic office. Whoever was occupying this office has likely been trapped in here for some time. This seems like a safe assumption to you. But the office is empty. From the vantage of your dollhouse window, it looks like someone has just vanished into a portal in the floor.
Pickle Inspector, become overwhelmed by the possibilities.
Your imagination is like an untamed stallion bucking through the cavity in your imaginary skull. There are so many ways to deal with this beast. You can't possibly attempt them all. Or can you?
Pickle Inspector, combat operandi, level 8 pickle replisimile. Rip up buildings and throw them at the beast. Hysterical Dame, while flipping out, chainsaw the lockbox.
You slice your cherished lockbox in half. Actually, it was a music box. The small terrified man has taken the carousel key and fled.
Pickle Inspector, let the beast swallow you and fight him from the inside.
The beast invokes Combat Operandi, level 18 Belly of the Whale. One of your duplicates is swallowed whole. Once inside, you quickly set about turning its various organs into delicious candy. The beast suffers moderate damage.
Pickle Inspector, ascend to godhood.
One of your duplicates decides to achieve deity status. He now resides as the serene, omnipotent master of all realities. Godhead Pickle Inspector will no longer respond to any user commands other than Godhead Pickle Inspector, fondly regard creation.
Pickle Inspector, take the form of an even more loathsome beast.
You transform into an absolutely grotesque monster. In this form, you quickly dispatch the lesser beast. But now, Monster Pickle Inspector is out of control. It will only respond to the user command, Monster Pickle Inspector, succumb to unfathomable bloodlust.
Monster Pickle Inspector, succumb to unfathomable bratwurst.
I think perhaps you've misunderstood.
Problem Sleuth, refuse his majesty and flip him the bird.
Never! You gladly accept your duty, and are honoured by his lordship's trust.
Accept your new armour and weapon.
You don the royal diplomat's tunic and head garland, and accept perhaps the most potent weapon of the kingdom, the legendary Tetrix of the Arbiter. You think the get-up's a little silly though, so you change back into your normal clothes. You take up the head of the negotiating table with high-ranking officials from the Four Kingdoms. A map of disputed territory is handy. You listen with sage composure as the representatives list their countrymen's grievances. The Hog Provost relates with measured dismay recent events which have thrown the entire kingdom out of balance. Recently, a mysterious visitor has been abetting clownkind, helping them to slap the plump, unsuspecting rumps of innocent hogs. This has triggered a most pronounced and unwelcome escalation. This situation is clearly a diplomatic minefield. One misstep could send this realm into oblivion. You will have to tread carefully, and choose your balance of alignments wisely.
Open allegiance mesh. Control-Alt-Delete.
Game fucking over.
Pickle Inspector, conjure a candy mecha. A stick, read the business card.
This sounds like exactly what you're looking for.
Call the number.
The line's busy. You wonder who he could be talking to. The whores say they'll be right over. They take off in the whoremobile. Ace wakes up in the pentagram room. You're not totally sure, but you think this means there are now 3 Ace sticks running around.
Walk through the pig room.
You enter the room through the vanishing hog bust. There's a computer station along with a dot matrix printer and a punch card machine, which is on the floor for some reason.
Monster Pickle Inspector is going berserk. He employs battle technique, level 48, disconcerting ogle. Half your party is slain, leaving 3 remaining, including the one piloting the mecha.
Charge and fire your laser.
Well, okay, you don't have a laser, but you pump the beast full of hot sugar. It suffers moderate damage. In a fit of cowardice, the beast absconds.
Hey.
It looks like the little fella had brought you your carousel key. What a kind small man.
Nervous bored? Use the key.
Something is happening in the mirror.
You bust through the door and smack the beast with a romance novel, dealing a brutal affront. The beast is slain. You wonder where Nervous Broad went.
Reap the spoils of battle. Pickle Inspector gained a level. Imagination plus 580. Pulchritude plus 1. Vim minus 103. Pickle Inspector excelled to new rating. Piquant Aristocrat. Pickle Inspector accrued combat operandi. Abstracted thought. A stick gained a level. Imagination plus 1. Pulchritude minus 0. Vim plus 45. A stick increased stomach capacity by 3.3 litres. A stick increased stomach capacity by 4.2 litres. A stick increased stomach capacity by 6.8 litres. A stick achieved level 26 stomach prowess. A stick accrued combat operandi, check yourself Jonah. A stick excelled to new rating, Jowly Roughneck. Pickle Inspector gained a level. Imagination plus 1040. Pulchritude plus 2. Vim. Pickle Inspector has lost his Vim gauge entirely. Pickle Inspector has learned a new type of ogle, Disquieting Leer. Pickle Inspector accrued combat operandi, Temporal Replisimile. The beast dropped artifact, Ferruginous Horn. A stick, inspect the Ferruginous Horn.
You were transfixed by its rich, rust-colored patina. It's probably worth a fortune.
Activate the punch card machine.
It dispenses a punch card.
Insert the punch card into the big computer.
The aging machine noisily performs tens, if not hundreds, of mind-boggling computations per second. The dot matrix printer churns out a printout.
Hysterical Dame, chainsaw your way out of your room.
You draw a line around the door with the lipstick.
Pickle Inspector, combat operandi, abstracted thought.
You fade from the imaginary reality, leaving your final duplicate behind. You awake from your fort trance. You are now capable of functioning in reality while still maintaining a presence in the imaginary realm.
You finish your soul quest. You emerge from the experience inwardly enriched and full of wisdom.
Mobster Kingpin, go through the clown door.
All quests have been completed. The curse has been nullified. The statues have been banished forever.